Oh, it's time. Time to get radical.
Viewer discretion is advised.
Welcome to Radical Comment of the Day for February 7th, 2019. Today's honorable mentions are from Art Bell, Sleepy Jarvis, and Video Game Pollock. Before I get into the medal ceremony, I want to highlight this is the closest thing to a critical comment I got yesterday. Every now and then, I like to highlight a critical comment, and, this will have to do. Michael Svensson says on my Crackdown 3 video, "Are you born from a brain-dead pig? You refer IGN as an reliable source for this game. They played the game whole wrong because they sucked at it, they trashed it. Go to a Rex Gaming and watch his gameplay of Crackdown 3. He plays it right. IGN doesn't even plays the games. Doesn't even plays the games. Well, here's one thing, Michael. IGN plays games a lot better than you talk. Doesn't even plays. That needs to be the next big thing. That needs to replace all your base are belong to us. Somebody needs to get a techno beat to that right away. They reviews Resident Evil 2 anyone. If you didn't want to buy it, well, don't, didn't, don't. I gotta give me a techno beat to this. Make videos about reliable sources, then refer to IGN unless they pays you by jackass. Here's my response to Michael. First off, learn to spell for fuck's sake. I barely understand much of this. Unless they pays you, what the fuck, are you retarded? Secondly, the outdated graphics and animations do not change when you look at different footage from different people. Now, many of you, may be mad at me because I use some IGN footage. Maybe I could have went there and used some footage from, someone else. But here's the thing. I didn't want to go to another channel and take gameplay footage from another channel, okay? IGN, GameSpot, if I'm going to feature footage, I'm going to go to someone like that. I'm not going to go to an individual YouTube channel. I don't take footage from other YouTubers. I don't have access to Crackdown 3. I'm not a YouTuber that gets special codes, or I don't get sent stuff. So I wanted to feature some footage from that game, and me and many other people that also don't like taking footage from other channels featured footage and referred to the IGN multiplayer and single player. Now, do I go to IGN for my reviews? Do I love IGN? I did get paid about $200 for featuring that. What the fuck? You think I got paid for IGN? I think you're focusing on IGN and not Crackdown 3. You seem like a person that, you're trying to criticize me for using footage from IGN, and you're not paying attention. Maybe you didn't even listen to the video. You're not paying attention to my concerns about Crackdown 3. And like I said, things like the visuals there, okay, and the animations, doesn't matter if you're the best game player in the world, you're not going to make those visuals look better, and you're not going to make those animations look better. Okay, well, I want to say thank you, but I'll just say fuck you, Michael. You can come back and maybe learn how to spell, and maybe you'll be a medalist one day. Fucking Michael. Doesn't even plays. Tell you, I get him. I get him, don't I? Bronze today comes to us from Joey Wilkerson. Joey says, just throwing this out there, Young Ye has worn the same shirt in the last 4 videos he has posted on YouTube. Laugh Out Loud 4 different days. I double checked. At least we know his Patreon money isn't going towards his wardrobe. Have a good day, Rick. Well, thank you, Joey, for getting out there and doing that hard-nosed investigative work. I say hard-nosed because I bet he smells really fucking rank. I feel bad for anybody that lives with Young Ye. I know I wouldn't be his roommate. Dirty motherfucker wearing a shirt 4 days in a row. Oh my God. Actually, Joey, here's what I think it is. I don't think there's a shirt gate. I don't think there's a conspiracy here. I think Young Ye probably just works. I'm doing that quotations with my fingers. He works 2 days a week, and he films himself talking about multiple topics, 3 or 4 topics in a single recording. And that's probably why he has the same shirt on. But I think a guy, though, I think a guy, though, that makes $2,500 a month on Patreon and, oodles and oodles of ad revenue, you would think he would probably pause the camcorder and change out a shirt for different videos. For instance, I don't use the same outro theme for any videos back to back. So that's my challenge to Yang Ye. Change out your shirts. Okay? Change out your shirts. But who knows? Maybe Yang Ye is trying to make it seem like he's very poor and can't afford new shirts. Maybe he'll have a new Patreon tier. Buy me some new shirts. Who knows? Who knows? Thank you, Joey. Next up, we got Silver, and it's from... Silver comes to us from David Deschenes. MGR has a fucking army of blindfolded idiots. I was on his Facebook page and it was a fucking shit show. There are so many rules. Like being banned for talking about the GameCube, HDMI, and many more. Every time someone says something MGR's crew doesn't agree with, they get banned or muted. Radical Reggie once told me to stop talking on his post because I said the couch was more comfortable than a $500 gaming chair. Well, it sounds to me like all they want is people to lick their assholes. That's what it sounds like to me. They exist to get their assholes licked. They don't want any criticism. They don't want any cursing. They don't want anything. It's family friendly, by the way. It's family friendly. Cursing is disgusting. So I would wonder, David, why do you and people go to this group in the first place? Why do you care about someone like Metal Jesus and Radical Reggie? Okay? I could, if I wanted to, I could list 10 retro gaming channels right now with people that are very nice and friendly that would love to talk to you, but maybe they just aren't as big as Metal Jesus. If you want to talk to people about retro gaming and retro games on the internet, on YouTube, you have so many options. There's people that come here, like CM Retro in the comment section. You could talk to him. I'm sure they'd be happy to talk to you. It sounds like what happens is people like Metal Jesus and Radical Reggie, they are all so high and mighty on YouTube, they feel that they can get away with this kind of shit. They can ban people for just mentioning stuff like, or asking questions about things like the GameCube HDMI cable. And I'm sure a lot of these people weren't even really hateful. They were just trying to ask questions about it. Maybe someone just had a question about that cable and they just assumed, oh, this is bad. We got to shut this motherfucker down. They might actually criticize us. Goal comes to us from Blade Brown. Blade says, why can't Microsoft give us Xbox people something to be proud of this gen? Not this shit. PlayStation has Horizon Zero Dawn, Uncharted 4, The Last of Us 2 coming out, Ratchet & Clank, God of War, Bloodborne, Spider-Man, and many, many more. Xbox, we have Crackdown 3. Well, Blade, I would say count your blessings that Crackdown 3 is actually even coming out. It's sad to say, but Crackdown 3 might be the last big exclusive coming out for Microsoft. I was about to say Xbox, but Xbox didn't have any exclusives after 2015 and Halo 5. The most depressing thing by far with Xbox, and although you might not agree, was the fact that there are no more such things as Xbox exclusives. Okay? If you go to Crap Gamer's channel and get in that comment section and try to say that, people will argue with you that no. It's Microsoft exclusives. They're still Microsoft exclusives. There are no more Xbox exclusives. PlayStation, by the way, there are games you can only get on the PlayStation console. Microsoft made many, many mistakes this generation. They did good things. They did. Backwards compatibility, that was a great thing they did this generation. I'm sure there were other things. Okay, well, they got rid of the power brick for the revamped Xbox One S, but they've been trailing behind. And if you look at the sales figures, they don't fucking lie. Okay, sales at the end of the day are what matters to these companies. And a lot of people think Xbox is going to bring it next generation, and they're going to be pretty amazing next generation. They're certainly making the steps. They got gaming companies lined up to make some games next generation, but it's sad. I mean, I have just an Xbox right now. And I mentioned before how there's no way I'm going to get out of this generation without having to get a PlayStation 4. If it was one or two games on the PlayStation, I could just brush that aside. but there's way too much that I want to play on a PlayStation. Can you say the same? Is there anyone out there? I'm just curious. Is there anyone out there with just a PlayStation 4 that will need to go out and buy an Xbox just to play Crackdown 3? I don't think there's that many people, but there are people like me out here that want to go buy a PlayStation 4 just so I can play God of War or Spider-Man or Last of Us 2 coming out. But, you know, the systems are pretty cheap now. It's not that big of a deal now. Back when the systems were $400 or $500 at the beginning of the generation, it was different. The PlayStation and Xbox might get a price drop. Maybe they might be $150 here, you know. Somewhere I was reading said there might be a price drop at the end of the year. So who knows? The consoles are not that expensive now, so that's a good thing. But yeah, if you're an Xbox owner, you know, I feel you, Blade. It's really depressing right now. Okay, well, thank you, Blade, and thank everyone else who came by and left comments. I appreciate you, and I'll catch you later.